Rams and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now Wentz. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, Greg. Lefty. Heel.
Now Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The play made defensively that time by Isaiah Thomas. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. A nice saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll air this one out for Mims. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and inches, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going right back to Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Rams. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Wentz. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Wentz. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact,
and that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. As the first half is winding down,
and the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Kane York for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Doug Costin on the tackle.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Stafford. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now a play fake. Wentz. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'll love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, look, you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On play action, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Lefty, lefty.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, empty, empty, pass.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
81.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz from 6 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Wentz now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw his Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. New York on now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Los Angeles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.